Today's section is taking the driver permit test. Can you pass the driver's license permit test? But this is already been like the link to the video will be the description below. Go and check them out. So let's get into this section in 3, 2, 1.
I think it helps stopping distance, and it's an automobile say, oh my gosh, guys, this is making me nervous. I don't know if I'm gonna pass this. Hello, good morning, what up? Welcome in to the vlog. Today is a very fun and exciting and action-packed day. In fact, you'll notice I'm opening the vlog because Mom's been busy preparing and prepping. I say preparing and prepping a lot. Those are the exact same thing. You prepare and you prep. It's short for prepare. Prep is short for prepare. But it sounds nice with the pop. For all things Fall Festival, she is building out some flyers and sign-up sheets. We got the kids home from school. I've been reading with Hazy. Hazy girl, how's your reading going? Pretty good. Got a new book at the book fair, so she's loving that. Brexy Doodle and I have been working on this project. Where is it? I am so proud of how it turned out for my Brexy Doodle. Well, this isn't the final one. Where's the final one? Oh, here it is. He was busting it to find out all of this information on all of his explorers, and so then he had to make these trading cards. This is a project that I've helped the kids with in years past. They've all had the same project. Brexton's for some reason just turned out really clean, really nice. He's got explorers on here, the routes that they sailed, what they're famous for. And they were born and died, years of exploration, a little portrait of them, and then we'll cut these out, laminate them, and turn them into trading cards. That's something that I've been working on with Brexy Doodle. Kruby, still at the school. He is doing football after school again today. That's actually where Mom is at this moment. She's gone to pick him up. They're on their way back right now. But Rye Guy is studying for something a little bit different than your traditional scholastic endeavors. He is studying for his permit test, you guys. Can you believe that it is that time? He's actually studying to get behind the wheel of a car to get his driving permit. Here in Utah, I don't know if it's a national thing or if it's a state by state, but at the age of 15, you can get your learner's permit and you can drive with a parent in the front seat and no other passengers. And you can do that for the year leading up to your 16th birthday where you can get your actual full-blown license. And there's some other like nuances and rules around that as far as like who can be in the car and who can't, how many passengers you can have, things like that. Once you get your full-blown license, well, this is phase one, step one, studying for that permit exam. It's really just a written test. There is no driving test for the permit. He's supposed to drive around with us and we teach him as he goes. Right now he's up in his room studying for that permit test, hoping to go get his learner's permit and start driving, getting behind the wheel. Now I know he's full size. I know he looks like a full grown man when you see him around, but it is still strange to think of our Rye Guy driving around town, getting behind the wheel, running errands for us, picking up kids. I mean, imagine how convenient that will be if in this moment we're preparing for a fall festival fundraiser. We have got kids who have got homework to do and we go, oh, crew needs to be picked up. Rye Guy, could you run go get him? That is going to be game changing, you guys. For those of you who have teenage kids who can drive, that is a game changer. I am sure it's almost like that moment when you have a kid who becomes old enough to babysit the other siblings and you realize, hey, we can go on a date whenever we want. We can go to Costco and don't have to bring everyone because we can leave them home with this oldest sibling who's now reached a mature age enough to be in charge. That's what Rye Guy's doing right now. He is getting ready to take that next step, the next level of maturity in getting a driver's license and getting behind the wheel of a car. And a lot of responsibility comes with that. That's what we're trying to teach him as parents, is the responsibility that comes with getting behind basically a deadly weapon, but in the form of a car, which comes with a lot of freedom, ability to go where you want, when you want, but that comes with responsibility as well. So working on that with Rye Guy today. We're gonna continue getting things done here at the house. We're gonna cut up these trading cards, get them laminated and make them look extra perfect. Moving on to after school snacks. Yeah. What are you having for a snack? I heard something pop out of the toaster. Egos? That's like a breakfast. Oh, Rye Guy, hold on, there's the man of the hour. He's gonna come up and check on how your studies are going. Good. I'm actually excited to just go driving around with you. Yeah. Like I'm actually pumped for that. And we talked about this when he goes out with friends and hangs out with them in this year before he gets his full-blown license. I'll typically go pick him up at night and he's like, dude, this will be kind of cool because when you pick me up, once I have my permit, he'll just jump in the driver's seat. I'll just sit in the passenger seat and come home. That'll be a lot of fun. Looking forward to that. But first, we got to get that test passed, get that permit in your hand and get you in the driver's seat. You reading?
Yep.
What are you reading?
I'm reading this book from the book fair.
And then what are you eating? What's that snack?
Pumpkin seeds.
Pumpkin seeds? That's a perfect fall snack. Do you know why? When we make our jack-o'-lanterns, we can take all the seeds out and cook them. My mom used to do that all the time. We'd take all the seeds out, she would clean them, and she would cook them. We put salt on them, and we would have our own pumpkin seeds.
Is that what these are?
That's actually what they are, from a pumpkin. That's really what they are. I love those. That's a yummy snack. Okay, well, I'll let you keep reading and snacking. I love you. Brexy Doodle putting these cards together. Now, I gotta give a shout out to Brex because I was very proud of him. I've worked on this project in the past with all the kids. They all seem to have the same repeated project.
Correction, you've done this project for the kids in the past.
Yes, more or less. But Brexy Doodle probably did the most of anybody. He was really excited to look up this information. So he would sit next to me on his laptop. I was on mine, and he would look up the information. So he'd Google the guy's name, then he would find a picture of him, find out who he sailed for. He looked up when they were born, when they died, the years that they explored. He would give me all that information, and I would put it into a trading card. So I was kind of like the technical man behind the scenes, just kind of building the cards. But he found all of the information. I was really proud of him for that. And then we did something special. A little signature of Brexy here. You want to tell him what's special about your name and why we're so excited about that on the trading card?
The font is like Star Jedi.
Yeah, it's a Star Wars font, and we've been playing a Star Wars game called Jedi Survivor together.
So
Way fun. We've been loving playing it. In fact, it's kind of kept us from getting this done because we keep taking a break to play. But to add a little flair, a little Brexy flair, put in some Jedi font for his name right there. Throwing in some old explorers and future explorers into the galaxies there. Star Wars Jedis. They're explorers too, you know.
I'm just
Space
the paper
explorers.
cutter.
And
I asked
Mom,
Rex and I said, do you want to cut it? I think I want you to do
but
that.
Mom's got the mad skills and the equipment to make these into really next level trading cards. So she's cutting them to perfection. She's got that straight line.
I hope so.
Then she's gonna laminate them. We're gonna be handing in laminated, custom-made trading cards. Get them ready to turn in, and guess what? Turning them in tomorrow. You're gonna get, gotta think, full credit on this, dude. Don't you think? Maybe even a little extra credit for the lamination and the Jedi font.
Okay, it's going.
Oh, Braxton. That's our next level, dude. Woo, and then you cut it. Does it have to like cool or anything, or is it ready to go right away? Wow.
Yeah, you can cut it. Do you want to cut
It's
it?
fun. Really fun. What a fun thing to have. All right, I got how far away can you park from a fire hydrant?
I have no clue.
55 yards. Just kidding, I made that
That is
up.
a lie.
10 feet. How many, okay, how about this one? So when you're driving, typically on the freeway, I don't know if people pay attention to this when they're not on the freeway, how many car lengths behind the car in front of you should you be?
For every 10 miles an hour, you have to be 1 car length. If
Dude,
you're going
you
70, you
know?
gotta go 7.
There it is. So if you're going 70, 7 car lengths behind, 66 car lengths behind. Awesome. Okay, now how do you measure car lengths? I don't know how you... All right, how about this one? Stop at a stop sign. Who goes first?
First person that got there.
First person that got there. And then what if it's a tie?
Person to your right. Dad, do you know what a crossbuck sign is?
You mean crosswalk?
No, crossbuck.
Crossbuck? Like a
Yeah.
deer crossing for bucks? I've never heard of a crossbuck sign.
I have no
That's actually
clue
on the
what
test?
Yeah.
Dude, you know it'd be kind of a fun experiment? Let's see if I can pass that test. I wonder if
We
I
should actually try
Like,
it.
I wonder if I actually even know.
Honestly, don't think you would. I mean,
It'd
it
be
was
like-
like 100 years ago you took the test.
Oh my god. But it's like one of those be smarter than a fifth grader things.
Yeah.
Someone had to pass like the US citizenship test, and like most US
Yeah.
citizens can't pass it. I wonder if I could honestly pass a driver's permit test because I have no idea what a crossbuck
You should
sign
try
is.
this. Yeah.
You will be required to pass a 50-question written knowledge test. Have you been studying the driver handbook?
Yeah, that's what he's been doing. We learned what a crossbuck is, Mom. It's actually like a railroad crossing sign, right? Isn't that right?
I did not know that's what I thought.
Those dang bucks, they just...
We honestly thought it was Mom. I came up and asked her. She said the same thing. She's like, "There's gotta be something with deer. There's just a deer crossing, but they call it a crossbuck." And I was like, "Nope."
Where do you schedule? You have learning and memory difficulties which may interfere with driving safety.
Could you repeat that? I forgot what you just said.
Here's the question though. For his height, do I put 6'0" or 6'1"?
6'1". Yeah, because you'll be 6'1" by the appointment. What is it next week? It'll be 6'1".
100%.
Plus, you'll be 6'1" in your shoes. It's 6'1", bro. Put it
I
down.
know.
Okay, Mom, I think this would be kind of fun. I've actually been having a really fun time watching him take these practice tests. Some of them are just super obscure,
They're
like things that
weird.
nobody remembers. I think that we both should, or at least I want to take the test and see if I can actually get a learner's permit.
Yeah.
Want to know that
All
you
right,
would
I
fail.
want to know.
If I were to fail, I would just feel so guilty driving around.
I'm gonna take it. All right, dude, so I'm gonna take this test. Right, guy's been doing these practice tests. He's done pretty dang well. Didn't you get like 85 out of 100 total? That was like out of a handful of tests. You have to get 40 out of 50, is that right? To get your permit. So I'm gonna take a practice test right now, the same one that Rye Guy has been taking. And I'm gonna see if I can pass, if I actually have the knowledge that it takes to get my driver's permit. This would be super embarrassing if I don't pass. I'm actually gonna screen record. I have screen recording on an iPad.
Yep.
It begins, dude. Is it timed or do I just have all the time in the world?
Oh, you have
Okay,
unlimited.
all right, here we go. I'll say a few of them out loud. I'll spare you guys the entirety of it, but this regulatory road sign indicates that that. And it says slower traffic, keep right. I feel like that'd just be like get to the right hand side. Right hand line is reserved for buses, no. Slow down and stay in the right lane. Slower vehicles must keep left. No, man, this makes me nervous though. Like I feel like it's a no duh, like a super no brainer. But then I'm like, it can't be that easy. Okay, this sign warns drivers of, there's some strange signs, people. Narrow road ahead for sure. Oh, right guys, this is one literally that I have said to you before. At intersections where 2 or more drivers stop at a stop sign at the same time, ABS. I don't even know what that stands for.
Tide braking.
Wouldn't have a buddy there. I can't phone a friend. You can't help me cheat. It helps you increase your stopping distance, improves steering, improves vehicle. It's an automobile safety system. I think it helps stopping distance, and it's an automobile safety. Oh my gosh, guys, this is making me nervous. I don't know if I'm gonna pass this. This is either gonna get me like really far ahead, or I'm gonna be in big trouble because they asked me the same question back to back. 9 and 10 are the exact same question about the exact same sign. I feel like it's very easy to get. It's a yield sign. You basically have to slow down and be prepared to stop if necessary. Actually, it's funny. It's a different answer, but the same sign and same question. That's something for you to keep in mind when you take the test. It may seem like it's the same, but the answers are different. Interesting. Okay, next page. Does it tell me how I did on this page, or I just keep going?
Yes.
On the last page now, done 2 out of 3 pages on this test. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember the percentage I have to get, but I'm a little nervous. There are for sure at least 4 iffy ones. The rest I feel pretty good about, but the moment of truth is about to be revealed as I go into the last page of this permit test. This one's gotta be slippery, gotta be squiggly lines. I'm pretty sure that means slippery. Mom, there's no way you know this one. Well, maybe you might, I don't know, you watch a lot of TV shows. Drivers under 21 years of age are considered to be driving under the influence if their blood alcohol concentration, or BAC, is what percentage? 0.02% or higher, 0.05, 0.10, or 0.08? I don't have a clue.
0.10, I think.
Do you have any idea?
Well, I was gonna say 0.3, but that was
0.10, just so Riley knows, is the highest of the options.
Yeah, I forgot.
0.02 you would think, right? 0.2 you'd be like,
No, it's
falling off.
0.3.
Riley said, okay, I'm gonna do points. Guys, I have no idea. I mean, this just comes from not drinking alcohol. Moment of truth, hitting submit, and I'm going to get my test results. Bro, I passed with an 88, so I didn't get 100, which is kind of sad. You only need 80 to pass, 80% to pass. I scored an 88, getting 22 of 25 questions correct. If we'd taken that to the full 50, you could theorize that I would have got 44 out of 50. Not perfect, but not bad. At least I could get my driver's permit. Just for fun, I'm taking another one here because it's actually kind of fun. This is one from the place that Rye Guy's been taking his practice test from. The questions seem a little more nuanced, a little more difficult. It's like a lot of them, I know what I do in the situation, but is that what you're supposed to do? I don't actually know. One of them says, like when you hear an emergency vehicle coming, so an ambulance is coming, it's got its lights on, sirens on, what are you supposed to do? I know what I do, that I get over to the right, I stop my car. But this one says stop immediately and let the vehicle pass, drive as far as possible to the right side and then stop when safe, go slowly letting them pass, or keep moving slowly to the right side of the road until they pass. Like I said, I know what I do in that situation, but is that what I'm supposed to do? We're gonna find out. Good news, on the second follow-up test, I only got 1 wrong, 24 out of 25 correct answers. So despite what Mom says, I should be on the road and I should be in the driver's seat behind the wheel. Mom does not allow that though. She always drives because she doesn't think I could pass the test. So now, I think if you guys hit that like button, we need to see if Mom, who always drives the family everywhere, if she could pass this knowledge test, this written test. I think she's a little bit nervous because what if you don't pass? Kind of feel guilty about that. There are some weird ones in there. So guys, hit the like button. If you want to see Mom take the written test, the knowledge test, hit that like button. We'll do that in another video. But that was a fun one for Rye as he prepares to get his learner's permit. Nice to know that I could be teaching him a thing or two because I scored pretty well on the test. Then he will be driving with us in the passenger seat. We'll be in the passenger seat. He'll be the driver once he gets his permit. And I think we do have his permit test appointment scheduled, right, for next week. My goodness, this dude is going to be behind the wheel. Watch out.
What's that?
So So until Ryler gets licensed to drive an actual vehicle, we're gonna trick out the vehicle that he currently rides around the neighborhood in, and that is his electric skateboard. But do you think he would trust me to do that? No. No, he would not. So he has called in the big guns, Uncle Daniel, in the house.
Daniel's idea. He is making Rye Guy.
It was Ryler's idea.
So they had talked about how cool it'd be to put on like some headlights, taillights. Looks to me like it's maybe morphed or grown into something a little bit bigger. We're gonna be tricking this thing out.
I put a little screw in it.
That is bright, dude.
That looks so good.
I love it.
Imagine that, bro. Outside.
That is so
That
good.
is so
The red ones
cool.
you can definitely see.
You can see that for sure.
It blends together so well.
Keep on driving.
All right, guys, that's your whip for now. So you pass the permit test, which I do believe with confidence that you will. It is scheduled
I think
a week out. You've got plenty of time to practice, and you're already passing them out of the gates.
I don't know, you guys gotta like this video to see if I can pass the driving test.
Good to know that I can. I don't know, because I think that you're a good instinctive
Very
driver, but could you pass the written knowledge test is the question.
It's anything like any other test I've taken, I'm gonna
Probably not.
fail.
Tomorrow, you guys, Big Fall Festival. However,
Bigger than the fall festival.
the reason Ryler's here, and the reason he probably won't fall asleep tonight is because it's bigger than Christmas. It is his very first ever iPhone. His first step out of the world of gab phones and into the world of smartphones, intelligent technology, if you will. The iPhone 15 for his 15th birthday.
I've been obsessing over it a little.
We know every tech piece to that
If I have to
phone.
hear one more Apple pitch. However, you guys, we're gonna give you a double banger because we are going to be unboxing an iPhone 15 Pro Max. Mom also has an iPhone 15 Pro Max coming for her, so that's two.
Different color.
Titanium.
And a Nike Apple Watch Series 9 for me. So that'd be a big day, big Apple
Yes,
day.
yes,
We can
it
fit that
is.
in on top of all the Fall Festival fun festivities on a Friday for the family of fun and freaky awesome.
I was doing that today, distracted.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know how your brain works that fast. Mine is asleep right now.
I wouldn't say
so
it works, but it goes fast. Okay.
It does work. Thanks for hanging out with us today. We love you. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Make sure you caught it. What was I mean? Oh, it's 10 a.m. I don't even know what that stands for.
Okay. I was taking the driver permit test. Can you pass the driver's license permit test by DC or now? The link to the video will be in the description below. Go and check them out. And drop a like if you like. And comment down below if you want to see more reactions like this one. And subscribe if you want to. And click the bell to be notified when I upload. And what? Bye.